This is Chris from Rekkid Talk. So we're going to do a contest entry. It's going to be a contest entry for CGCVINYLGUY. His name is Christian, and apparently he's turning 60 years old soon. And so he wants us to show him 6 albums that were from the year you turned 6. I turned 6 in the year 1975. So I'm going to be showing you albums released in 1975. I'm also going to show you a couple bonus albums at the end. One of them is based on Garage Geek's idea of actually showing records you were listening to when you were 6, even if they were made before then. So I'll show one of those. And then on my other bonus is going to be an album from 1962, which I guess was the year that CGCVINYLGUY was born. But first, let's do the contest proper. 6 albums, in my case, from 1975. So I'm into Zamrock. One of the albums from the Zamrock box was from 1975, but I'm actually going to show one of my Zamrock albums that is not from the Vinyl Me Please box set. This is the debut album by Gazi family. They have a different one in the Zamrock box, but this is called Day of Judgment, Proto-Punk and Garage Zamrock. So you got Paul and Gazi playing that super fuzzy guitar, Chrissy Zebby Timbo on drums. This is of course a reissue because only Steve Carlson would have the original. Look at those dudes. Day of Judgment, Hi Babe, We Want to Give It to Her, Gazi family. Got a reggae record, kind of an expected one. So we've got the Wailers, Bob Marley, and so of course this features the original version of I Shot the Sheriff. That's not a hype sticker, that's right on this album cover. I think this is a reissue for a few years later. The album was from 1975. And there's got a spliff. Pictures of everyone. Get Up, Stand Up, I Shot the Sheriff, Burnin' and Lootin', W Conqueror. So if you've listened to Bob Marley at all, you'll know several of these songs. Then we've got, I think this is the debut album by Fleetwood Mac. Okay, I know it's not the debut album. I know there's the Peter Green stuff and the Bob Welch stuff, but this would be the debut of the Buckingham Nicks era of Fleetwood Mac. And I will tell you that personally, I actually like this better than Rumors. Rhiannon is probably my favorite Stevie Nicks song ever. Landslide's pretty good as well. This goes along with my general theory that the Stevie Nicks songs are the best. The Lindsey Buckingham songs are okay. And I'm not a fan of the Christy McVie songs. Dylan, I'm not a huge Bob Dylan guy, but Blood on the Tracks. Wikipedia tells me it came out in January of 1975, so I'm going to count it. And so what do we have? We got Tangled Up in Blue, of course, on here. You're a Big Girl Now, Meet Me in the Morning. And so probably the Dylan album I listen to the most. Not that I actually own all that many of them. Then Black Sabbath, Sabotage. Hey, Ozzy's wearing platform shoes and a kimono. Come on, is there anything more 1975 than that? There certainly isn't. No, I was not listening to Black Sabbath when I was 6 years old. I didn't have that weird of a childhood. Grateful Dead, Blues for Allah. So this is part of my Grateful Records box set. I'm one of those weirdos. I actually like Grateful Dead studio albums. I know most of the Deadheads hardly even acknowledge that the band has studio albums. But I like it. And so I never really remember Grateful Dead song titles, but it's good to listen to. So there's your basic 6. Now, Garage Geek, he was also showing a lot of stuff that he was listening to when he was 6 years old. He's a year older than me, but a lot of the stuff was made beforehand. So like the thing I thought right away, unfortunately I don't actually have the album or the single, so I'm just going to put pictures of them into the video, but Frank Zappa Apostrophe, which was released in 1974, so I was 5. They had a song called Don't You Eat That Yellow Snow, and of course when I was like 6 years old or so, or probably when I was 7 and 8 as well, a song called Don't You Eat That Yellow Snow was awesome. There was also a song about pancake breakfasts and some other stuff on that album. I had young parents, so we had that album in the house. We didn't have the Black Sabbath album in the house, though. And then the other bonus album I'm going to show you. So this will be an album from 1962, which would have been the year Christian was born. So I'm going to show a Herbie Hancock album. So Herbie Hancock, this is his debut as the leader of the album, his first solo record. So, and this is called Taken Off. Got the original version of Watermelon Man on it. Of course, you got an all-star lineup. These Blue Note albums always seem to have all-star lineups on them. Freddie Hubbard on trumpet, Dexter Gordon on the tenor sax, rhythm section, Butch Warren and Billy Higgins. Herbie, of course, playing piano. Not jazz fusion-y Herbie yet, but so there you go, Christian. Happy birthday.